Imagine you're driving along the interstate, and out of nowhere you get hit by an oncoming car. The last thing you remember is that you were violently thrown against the dash of your car. You wake up in the hospital, and as you were asking questions as to what happened, someone told you that you were hit by a person that was texting and driving. According to the Department of Transportation, cell phones were involved in some 1.6 million auto accidents in the year of 2014. These accidents led to 500,000 injuries and 16,000 deaths. Texting while driving is clearly a growing trend and a national epidemic, quickly becoming one of the world's and the nation's top killers. It serves us all well to expand our knowledge and learn about the statistics and dangers of texting while driving. Because not only are you endangered and the people in your car, but you're endangering the lives of other innocent people. Today, I'd like to share with you the dangers of texting and driving, the statistics, and ways to prevent it. Texting impairs your abilities. Not many people realize how much attention and how much thought goes into one activity that you're doing. It's hard to multitask when you're doing a task such as driving, when all of your attention and mindset should be on the road, your surroundings, and the other drivers on the road as well. Driving skill is measurably impaired by texting. While texting and drivers fail to detect other hazards, such as not seeing a deer. If you're looking down at your phone and you don't look up, you can hit a deer, you can hurt yourself, you could run into another driver, you could run into the back of someone, or you could run off the road from weaving. Drivers' response time is extremely slower and are exposed for longer time periods. It's when you're driving and you're not able to look up when you're down reading a text. How do you know you're not going to miss the red light in front of you? You look up at the last minute, you're in the middle of an intersection getting hit by another car. According to a study conducted by Texas A&M University, driver reaction time is doubled when drivers are texting and driving, or handling their phones. Not just texting, but sending an email, talking on the phone, changing your music that's hooked to your radio, even hands-free devices. Those cause accidents just as much as texting and driving. These impairments are caused from increased mental workload required to write a text, read a text, and to send a text. You also have less physical control caused by holding the phone. You just have two hands on the wheel. 10 and 2, that's the rule. If you're holding your phone, not only are you holding the phone and the steering wheel with one hand, but what if you're one of those people that texts with two hands? What are you hanging onto the steering wheel with? Your knees? Your knees can't grasp it. Visual impairment caused by continuously looking down and back and forth between your phone and the road. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but I know when I look up and down continuously, I get dizzy. And then when you look up, you're going to miss a whole bunch of things that you weren't paying attention to. A lot of things people don't understand is you can't pay attention to or you can't multitask when driving. It's not possible. A lot of kids feel comfortable and say that they can. They say that, they're not gonna, this isn't gonna happen to me, yada, yada, yada. But accidents happen. It's very possible. It can happen to anyone. A lot of statistics that people don't realize is we all know how big of a danger texting and driving is, but how dangerous is it? Here's a scary statistic. According to the Department of Transportation, texting makes crashes 23 times more likely to occur. So if you have your hands on the wheel, 10 and 2, and you're paying attention to what you're doing, it's less likely that you're going to cause an accident. But if you're one of those people that's driving, texting, talking on the phone, or trying to send an email, you're 23 more times likely to have a car accident. And you're 23 times more likely to cause an injury to someone else on the road. It can wait. Emails can wait, work can wait. It doesn't matter. There's no excuse for it. And according to the CDC, in 2011, nearly 1 in 5 crashes was caused from texting. That means 1 in 5 people you know, one of them was texting and driving and caused an accident. In 2012, 3,328 people were killed, compared to 4,237 drivers in 2013. Obviously, this is a growing trend. More people are seeing it happen and more people thinking it's okay that it can happen. The sad statistic, in a survey conducted by AT&T, 97% of teens agreed that texting was dangerous. Yet, 47% of them do it anyway. What does that tell you? Lack of education, lack of discipline from parents, and ignorance. Not only is their stupidity putting their own lives in danger and the lives of their friends that could be in the car, but the drivers around them as well. The innocent people in the car next to you are doing what they're supposed to do. They're abiding by the law. What did they do to deserve you running into the side of them or causing them to run off the road because you couldn't wait to answer a text message? The most important part of this whole speech is the prevention, ways to prevent kids and adult drivers from texting and driving. Prevention starts in the home. It starts with your soon-to-be drivers. Parents must lead by example and practice what they preach. Parents can't say, don't text and drive, but they do it because that's not leading by example. Your kids are going to copy what you do. Start young. Tell them, show them the statistics. Show them accident pictures. Show them videos of what happens when you're texting and driving. Show them the after pictures, especially, the pictures of the car, how demolished it is. Take them to defensive driving classes, driver's ed. Those type of programs will help prevent these kind of accidents from happening. There's many campaigns that are sponsored by phone companies, famous people like Demi Lovato. She practices the X, sending an X after a text message, saying, I'm driving now, I'm not going to respond. That's what the X stands for. You see plenty of stickers that have the hand, and it says, don't text and drive. AT&T is a big sponsor of that. Instill the consequences. Let them know that it's not okay. Let them know that that things can happen. I know that newer cars come with a feature that if the car's not in park, your phone doesn't work. Many big car manufacturers now are doing cars like that. But it shouldn't just be in the technology. It should be known in the person, in the human, that this is not okay. These habits are going to be what causes a lot of deaths. They're going to continue to happen until things change. Yes, there are laws, but laws are broken every day. How is this law any different? It needs to be instilled that this is not okay. Texting and driving is equal to the dangers of drinking and driving, according to the CDC. More people have died because of texting and driving than drinking and driving. This is a growing epidemic that needs to be handled. It needs to be handled, and it needs to be taught at the young ages so that we can stop this national killer. Thank you.